After a dry night's sleep in a hotel, I find my way going through forested country roads on my way to the Kinzua Dam. And from there, I continue along through Smethport to Coudersport. And from there, I take the scenic 44, considered the best road in Pennsylvania. I then go northward on the 414 until I find myself at the St. Ives Campground for the night. Well, I got a late start this morning because I was really enjoying the hotel room, but it wasn't long before I reached the Kinzua Dam and Allegheny Reservoir. But what I really enjoyed seeing was the hint of mountains. Well, there were more hills than mountains, but just seeing the landscape not be so flat. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out to the Country Inn and Suites at Erie. I stayed there for $85. It was $95 with the taxes, and it was great. I was able to do laundry there. It was like $1 for soap and $1.50 for a wash and $1 to dry. So I got all my clothes done, but I also tended to my tent. I opened it up and put it on the drying board and got it all completely dried out, and every morning it's been getting soaked by the dew. So that was just great. Well, there's some great views here on the James Morrison Bridge on Highway 59 East. Just back to the hotel for a sec. It also included a free breakfast, and that had hot waffles and orange juice and apple juice and sausage rounds and a bunch of other things. So it was a great place to stay, and I really felt like set. I was at the hotel because I was informed there was a lot of black flies and mosquitoes in the area, so I decided not to camp. Now, camping is wonderful, but staying in a hotel every once in a while just to get everything settled is perfect. Anyway, I am now passing through Smethport, and I thought it's got some really nice buildings here. It's one of these almost one-street towns, but it's, yeah, great architecture here. And with that, I am finally here. This is the beginning of Highway 44. This is the Highway of the Stars and is considered the best motorcycle road in all of Pennsylvania. And I'm sure some of you have other thoughts, so please add them in the comments. Let me know what you think are the best roads. But this is the one that I researched, and it said this is the best road in Pennsylvania. So I'm super excited. So why is it called Highway to the Stars? Well, in the west, there's lots of areas where there's nobody, but in the east, there's people everywhere, and that means light pollution. So here we have a state park, Cherry Springs State Park, where it's designated as a dark sky area, and so at night there's no lighting. And because this is a fairly remote area, you can see so well when it's a clear night. You can see the stars, and they look super, super bright. If you haven't seen it compared to a regular night sky in the city, it is amazing. So is Highway 44, the Highway of the Stars, really the best motorcycle road in Pennsylvania? Well, I don't really know the answer to that since I've only ridden a few roads in Pennsylvania, but it's certainly a nice road through beautiful scenery, but it suffers what happens in a lot of areas. It's just too flat. It's too easy to make the road straight, so there's not as many curves as I might like. And it's beautiful but not majestic. It doesn't have that awe factor that you get on, say, Beartooth Pass. So I certainly enjoyed my time on it. It's a beautiful road, but get me back to the mountains. Okay, or a river. A river is always nice. I've turned off of 44 now, and I'm on 414. A little route I'm taking back up north as I head my way towards New York State. I often find the smaller the road, the more interesting, so I'm happy to see what this one's going to bring to me. Well, it's kind of funny how the houses are so close to the road in the middle of nowhere, and oh, up ahead, crossing the road, there's a deer. There's always deer crossing the road. You have to be careful when you're out in the woods. Well, if you are doing Route 44, I think Route 414 is a great addition to it if you want to make a loop. So if you're in Pennsylvania, check it out. Well, that about wraps this video up. A lot shorter than most of my videos, but I didn't want to just put in some mindless filler. Only the good bits. So I'm making my way now towards my final destination, which is the Ives Run Campground. And hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, please like and subscribe and consider hitting that bell to get notifications. As for me, I'm just hoping I can stay dry tonight on the campsite. Here's my campsite. I'm at Ives Run in Pennsylvania. This is a camping area, Pine. It's about a mile away from the RV sites, and felt a little bit like they're trying to get rid of us, but we're right beside the lake. And it's just beautiful here. And I know right now it looks like there's nobody here, but I think most of these spots are actually going to get filled. And down the way there's actually a fair number of tenters, so we'll see what it's like. This was a nice site with a bit of sun, and a little bit further from the lake, which I thought might be better for bugs, although so far so good, and close to what I hope is the washroom. Anyway, I'll finish setting up, and yeah, I'm expecting to have a good night here.